What's up everyone, it's my Yard here, online match, and I thought something a couple of days back thinking, would it be possible to win a match online with a finisher by actually not doing any offensive move whatsoever? So basically this match, I did a match before as well with the same sort of thing, but the guy quit as he was doing the finisher, which sort of made it redundant. Could you win a match by just countering? And the answer is yes. I'm playing out with my normal comfort zone. I do not like taunting every 5 seconds. Granted, Brock Lesnar does just like shuffling every 5 seconds, so it adds to the character, but I'm not a fan of taunting. But, as you can see, I am literally just only pressing, since it's the Xbox One version, the right trigger. Now, to get to the finisher, granted, I had to do a counter of some sort, and you can't do the right trigger onto that, so I will explain, and I think, by already watching this video, you'll probably already understand how I got a finisher counter involved into the game. Anyway, so you had random taunting. The guy kept running at me as well, which is classic new mistake. And I think at this point, we're 1 minute into the match, and I think I've only taken a clothesline at this point. So I would stay back. You could very well do the perfect game. I keep calling it the perfect game. Other people saying no touch, which... yeah, I can understand why it's called no touch as well, but no touch sounds like it's a bit sexual, which is a wrestling game. There's enough jokes about wrestlers oiled up and etc to go even into that. So I think the perfect game makes more sense. It follows the 2K sort of vibe, or sports games in general, having perfect games with the baseball when there was $1 million perfect game, stuff like that. And there wasn't a basketball one a few years back as well. So I deliberately just held back and just waiting and see. And you can see me just shrugging my shoulders, which is a common occurrence of this. And he just decided to run and run and run. I thought I'd expose the turnbuckle as well, because if he did an Irish whip, I could counter it into the turnbuckle, which is also great to yield a little bit extra damage. We're just shrugging shoulders like men. Finally hits another offensive move on me, another vertical suplex there. Granted, you watch the bars, I've only taken maybe a third of the first bar. He is taking a third of the second bar, so he's well behind. And there we go again. I counted the Irish whip, get the exposed turnbuckle, and it's a sort of lovely direction there. If you always do an Irish whip, always just press B first in the opposite direction. That way you never go into the direction you're aiming. So, for instance, the exposed turnbuckle, I would make sure I was in Randy Orton's position to do the Irish whip and then do diagonal, do northeast and B instead of just pressing B if I was in that position. Because that way a reversal means it's always the opposite direction. And it means you don't get hurt. Good tip, good tip. Anyway, again, if you go into that running mentality, which is not the greatest, gets hip tossed up about this place. Maybe this guy actually did quit beforehand. I can't remember. But I had the match before this, and I also won it, but it wasn't as entertaining. He tries to go for sneaky schoolboy here, even though I've taken hardly anything. Decides to run at me again. Gonna grapple me at some point. Gets the move in. Lovely Russian leg sweep. Yep. Gotta love that Russian. Gotta love that Russian. Some reason wanted to go outside the ring. But ultimately, countering shouldn't be a way to win a match. This is the point I'm getting. It is very easy to counter in 2K15. 2K16, granted, they have the counter system where you can do so many reversals, and it'll probably stop stuff like this happening. Because right now, I'm now at a finisher just by taunting and countering. And granted, the taunts are light, but they do build up. It's 1.25, or 1.225% or something. No, 1.25%. So it adds up really quick. If you do quick ones all the time, every 3 seconds. Couldn't do anything there because that's often an offensive move, even though I caught his leg. But I have his thing, so I'm just waiting for him to run at me. So I'm just holding back, waiting. He ran at me. He's going to get F5'd. Yeah. That's just going to happen. Catapult. Didn't press RT, granted, but LB is still a counter button as well. Yeah, he quit on me. He got F5'd, and the AI just didn't kick out from it. What do you think? Is the reversal system going to be better in 2K16? Comments below. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.